The cold floor came in contact with your bare warm feet, sending sensation inside your body. From past few minutes, you were trying to figure out how did you end up in the hospital. It felt like you woke up from a deep sleep and some memories seems to be blurred. You stood up on your feet and walked towards the full-length mirror that was placed in a corner of the room. Touching the deep cut on your forehead that seems to heal completely, but that scar was fresh. You were trying to remember your state when the door opened. The first person you recognized very clearly. He seems to be in a shock after seeing you awake. He came inside. Ryan, you completely turned towards him. He came closer and cupped your face. His hands were trembling as he looked at you up and down, tears in his eyes. How did I come here? He looked at you confused. Doctor has already told that there are chances that you'll experience short-term memory loss for some time after waking up from coma. I'll call the doctor. He left from there calling the doctor, and soon your parents also came inside. They were crying out of happiness. After all, they got back their daughter a year later. The doctor came and checked on you. He was happy to announce that you're completely fine now and your memory was coming back slowly. Jungkook turned his face towards you, who were in deep thinking. What are you thinking? I didn't see Taeyang. Did you not inform him? His smile dropped and some traces of anger was on his face. You turned your face towards him when he didn't reply. What happened? Do you not know where he is? Jungkook focused his eyes on the road because he can't look at you. Let's talk about after reaching home. Why? Why not here? He again looked at you and there was silence for some time. Jungkook never behaved like this until it's something he doesn't want to share. You woke up from a coma after a year. Focus on yourself first. He didn't even look at you after that, and the whole ride was silent until you reached home. Jungkook is your childhood best friend. You both are close and almost share each other's pain and happiness, whatever it is. He was extremely hurt when you told him that you have a crush on Taeyang, someone he doesn't like, and then you started dating him. For 5 years you were in a relationship with him when the accident happened, and now when you were expecting to see him very first after waking up from coma, he was nowhere. Now you want me to beg you to tell me where he is? Jungkook was speechless to say anything after your reaction. Fine, don't tell me. I'll go to him by myself. You were about to go in your room, but he stopped you by grabbing your hand. What happened that day? He came in front of you as you slowly lifted up your eyes and looked at him. You went to meet him, right? Then why only you got hurt? He was the one who brought you to the hospital. Then why he had no scratches and you were almost lifeless? You could see extreme anger in his eyes. It was my mistake. He scoffed. You are still defending him, who was not even there for you for a month. Do you still love him? You know we are in a relationship. He said angrily, throwing the bottle of wine that shattered into pieces, and you flinched. Why are you still blind, huh? Until when you'll keep on hurting yourself for him? He said, grabbing your shoulders. Your mom and dad came in the room worried when they heard the sound. Wyan, are you okay? Jungkook let go of your shoulders. What's happening here? Are you guys okay? Sorry uncle, the bottle accidentally dropped from my hands. Mrs. Jung came near. It's okay. Are you guys okay? He nodded and looked towards you, whose eyes were only fixed on him. Jungkook never behaved like this, but now he seems to be so much worried for you, and even hearing Taeyang's name is boiling his blood. Wyan, you should take some rest now. Did you eat your medicine? He looked at her and nodded. I did. But Oma, can I stay at Jungkook's place today? All of them get confused. In fact, Jungkook too. He knew you'll make him tell you about Taeyang, and even your parents didn't want to let you know about him. They were heartbroken after knowing about him too. But they trust Jungkook. In fact, they want you to be together with him, that you never considered because you never had those feelings for him. He was a close and extremely caring and loving friend for you. Mrs. Jung laughed a little awkwardly. He will come back tomorrow. Let him rest too, Wyan. He was there for you every single minute throughout the year. You looked at him, tears in your eyes. I won't disturb much. He looked at your parents while they were feeling sorrow and worried. Jungkook nodded, assuring them that everything will be alright. Okay, let's go. He gave you a mug of coffee before sitting beside you on the couch. Sorry for earlier, birdie. I was not in the right mind. You looked at him. He was crying, looking at the cup. You both grew up seeing each other. It hurts the other one if one get hurt, and you were understanding what Jungkook must have gone through while you were in coma. Your mom told you everything, like how he cared about you and was there more than any other family member. You put the mug on the table and placed your hand on his shoulder, making him look at you. Thank you so much for taking care of me and be with me at my lowest. Don't sound like a stranger. You know I will always be there. Did Taeyang come to check on me? He must have not known that I am awake, or else he would have come. Why do you love him so much? You looked at him. You know Jungkook doesn't like Taeyang, but he still supported you when you said you like him. But now his eyes were showing something different. young. Your heart dropped hearing that, so it turned out to be real, and everyone knows. You only have a doubt that Taeyang always denied. They both were dating behind your back, and you were trusting him blindly. I told you to be careful, but you ignored me thinking that I am jealous of him. Then listen, I was jealous. I was jealous because you were in love with a man who was hurting you all the time and ignoring the one who truly cares for you. Love you. Your heart dropped. You already know that Jungkook had feelings for you, but you never wanted to give him false hopes when you were in love with another guy. He didn't even stay there for a month. He decided to move on with your so-called best friend who only came there to show fake sympathy. They both are married now, living their life to the fullest while you were struggling between life and death. The second you heard that they got married, your heart broke into millions of pieces. You can't believe he just moved on. He didn't even wait to clear everything. You are not lying, right? Tears fell from your eyes. I hope I can tell you that I am, but it's the truth. Just 2 months ago they got married, and you still think he cared for you? Jungkook knew you would be heartbroken, but he wanted you to face the reality. He doesn't want to let you suffer from the same pain again. He moved to Daegu with her. Fine. He was never a good man to you. Still, you suffered so much because of him. I'm sorry, but now I won't let you do the same. You got up wiping your tears. Where are you going? I won't let him go like this. He needs to explain to me. He grabbed your hand when you tried to leave. Leave my hand, Jungkook. Don't act like stupid Vian. Stay away from all this. I can't let them both go like this. They need to explain why they did that to me. You try to free your hand. Where will you go at midnight? I promise you that I'll take you there by tomorrow. Trust me. You were completely broke. Tears didn't want to stop. You came out of the building wiping your tears, although you pretended to be strong, but it wasn't easy for you. That's why you didn't even go to Claire because you know you won't be able to control yourself from breaking down. Jungkook was waiting outside. He's the one who brought you here. The man who always standing there to support you, to always wish for the best for you. You stopped there because you didn't want him to see your tears, but he himself walked near you and wiped your tears. It's okay, you don't have to hide them from me. I've always seen you crying like a monkey. You chuckled and hit his chest lightly while he smiled. You were right, he was never in love with me. In fact, I saw no regret in his eyes. He's happy with his decision. Jungkook noticed that you're still sad because of that. He cupped your face. Forget it, thinking like a nightmare. Start a new life for yourself. Live for yourself, for your happiness. You grabbed his hands. I'm too afraid to start everything all alone. He came more closer to you, making your heart skip a beat. You were never alone, and you will never. Just notice your surroundings, and you will always find me standing. A tear escaped from your eyes. Why do I feel like I'm being selfish here? Why are you so nice to me when I never gave importance to your feelings? Because I always did, and I like that. You gave me importance like a friend. I understand that you were not in love with me, but give me a chance and I'll make you crazy for myself.